Today is 2nd of July, 4:05, 55 minutes before the market closes. Currently, markets actually trade a low volume bar, up 36.85197. Now, after this break above these resistance levels, market actually pull back and generally trade sideways. 5150 provides some level of support, and it's important that the market hold above that level. We'd like to see the market eventually take up this high here, the recent high here of 5241. Now, the strength of the market itself is actually not broad-based. It's confined to actually the big cap stock. The small cap stocks are generally weak. Let's take a look at Nasdaq Composite Index as proxy for the US. It's quite evident from the crossing of the moving averages. It's actually stuck in a trend range with a couple of wild swings. Now we like to see the swing quiet down and eventually form a nice base and eventually look for a break on the upside. But it's not likely to happen anytime soon. Currently, there is a lot of wait and see because of the non-farm payroll coming up and likely to set the tone. But whatever the case, you'll probably take some time before the market trend again. Now, gold and Brent crudes are generally weak, so that affects some of the stocks related to that sectors. Let's take a look at the tech stocks. We see severe selling that is from the Korean markets, and that's influenced the tech stocks in Singapore. Notice we have white ring reversal bar. This is AEM. By and large, we can see the conversion of 1326 is actually losing momentum. So really, we have to just wait it out until directions become very clear. PEC Partners, the stock is actually generally quite volatile. Every of these breakouts, we see very deep retracement. Notice the white ring reversal bar, and likewise it happens today. So even though the trend appears to be strong, but the swing appears to be wild. So at this point in time, we have a small dip of setup. Bar high here is at 315. Now any break on the upsides is really a hit and run trade. It's very difficult to hang on for bigger gains, especially among the tech stock. This is Franken. Similarly, after this breakout, you notice it actually fell. So there's actually a lot of selling in the tech sectors. And obviously, some of the stock in US is really overextended and experiencing deep retracement. So you actually had this opening gap today. So this is generally not a good thing. Again, crossing of the moving averages indications of lack of trend characteristics, and it's likely to continue to do so. So it's best to actually leave this stock alone. Likewise for UMS, again, you can see very deep retracement and there's opening gap as well. Moving average are flat, so there's again no trend characteristics. Now we discussed CMEX before. There was a 10 breakout over here, but notice actually followed by deep retracement. Volume generally low. This is something you have to take note on. At best, this stock may just consolidate sideways, but 1386 are actually rising compared to many other stocks. So it may well form a big base from here. Sheng Siong. This stock has very strong move today after very tight consolidation. If you notice after this break, it's actually trading sideways, but it's very tight and they have a very nice break. Making a new high, look for pullback, look for a new setup. Now generally I will ignore the tail. I'll look at the closing as a high to look for setup. IS Biopharm. This stock is just trading sideways, but previously we see a break above this level followed by a retracement. We'd like to see what happens going forward, but by and large this is a large consolidation pattern. ISDN, likewise, after the break, the stock actually had a deep retracement. And after this short run up, it actually had another reversal bar. So by and large, again, it's stuck in the trading range. First Resources. Now this was discussed over the last few videos, in particular because of this tight range here. And today we see a very nice breakout over here on increased volume. We just have to be mindful of overhead resistance. In particular, we have this double top formation. This happens to be the leg 9 at about 350 or so. So again, in this current environment, it's important to lock in profit faster. Mentioned previously that First Resources move on its own merit because the palm oil related stocks are not really performing well. DBS mentioned that actually the big cap stock are the one that are actually having some strength. So this is a nice pullback from here. Notice the volume dry up, which is good, and we have a big Debrief setup. 2-bar callback high is 66.40, right? And today we see some movement. The OCBC, quite similar patterns. After a pullback, we see an upward move. So here is big Debrief setup. 2-bar high is about 25.09. UOB. Look for decisive break above the recent high here, which is at 40.07. So you can see the three bank stocks, the 1326 are rising and diverging. They are generally strong. SGX, there was a 10 breakout yesterday, but it actually failed. Today trade is small range bars. Look for eventually break above this high here of 24.73. Now the stronger sectors happens to be consumer discretionary, and this is sets. Currently we trade a series of sideways bars. This is a contraction setup. A high is at 459. Notice 1326 well placed. If you can trade sideways, that will be generally positive. Last two sessions itself, volume is actually quite low. SIA, again notice very strong. Contraction setup. Bar high here is at 772. Now, SI Engineering, I mentioned in the last videos, is actually tracing an anchored channel, and it actually broke out from it. And after this run up, it's actually trading sideways. This is a small Debrief setup. Bar high is at 356.